If you give Gibby body armor, he is still topless, and I personally
I'm so
hope that goes into priority to get fixed.
Oh, I am so higher on Gibby for that. Gibby has a skin condition, and listen, if he tries to put on a shirt, it chafes him, and he gets a terrible rat. He has to walk around shirtless. It's not his fault. Poor Gibby. I'm just for mocking poor Gibby and his ailment. I'm hiring Gibby, and he's going to be part of my crew.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chicago. This time not Chronicles, this time it's Chicago News, because new year, new streaming format for Empire of Sin. Together with me in the studio, our virtual studio, are our dear friends from Romero Games. Can you introduce yourselves?
Yes, I can. I'm Chris. I'm a game designer on Empire of Sin.
Happy New Year, everybody! I'm Ian O'Neill, and I'm the combat designer on Empire of Sin. How are we all?
Yes, how are we doing, chat? Did we have a good Christmas, New Year? Did we do anything good?
You're all looking well.
Well, I think so anyway. My camera is as good as yours.
I hope everybody's enjoying Empire Sin. I hope everybody's looking forward to 1.03.
Absolutely. Especially that it will be released very soon, right?
Soon.
Soon TM. We've got a beta update on Steam right now, in fact.
All right.
But if you can't wait for soon TM, you can actually jump on the beta. You can jump on the beta for 1.03 right now on Steam, of course, on PC, and you can come and help us test it out and take a look at the changes and experience them for yourself.
Exactly.
And you can come see all of the wonderful things that are going on. And we're going to show off some of them today, and we're going to show off, where we're heading with Empire Sin. And before we get into that goodness, I just want to really thank the community for their wonderful feedback. I want to thank the community from the Paradox forums, from our Discord, our wonderful Discord, and I want to thank the family as well for all of their help that they've given us over the last couple of weeks since we've come back from the Christmas break. We are listening to you guys. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to us. We really appreciate it, and we're going, working alongside you guys. We're going to make Empire of Sin the best Empire of Sin that it can possibly be. Because we're not doing the Chronicle thing, I'm going to pick a new boss we haven't really played with, and I'm going to pick Goldie Garneau, who is, I'm biased to bosses. I like all the bosses, but Goldie is a great starter boss if you are new to this type of franchise or this type of game. Her boss ability, Killer Queen, is incredibly powerful, probably overpowered according to some people, depending on your perspective. But if you are new to the franchise and you are a newer player and you're looking for a solid starting experience and a solid starting base, Goldie is definitely a great pick for your first boss, for your first playthrough. So I think it's fair to kick off this new year and this new Empire of Sin streaming year. We'll start off with Goldie and we'll work from there. I'm just gonna go through, play as Goldie, go through the very start of it, and we probably won't go through the tutorial, but we will just jump into a new game. I'm going to set it to quite small because we only have an hour. And I'm going to go with 8 plus me, so that's 9, so that's 3 per neighborhood, right, Chris?
Oh, the calculation. So
yeah,
math isn't my strong point.
You want 3 per neighborhood? Yes. Yeah. And our first question from Duckbear89: is there a fix for characters becoming permanently drunk and walking everywhere? We certainly think we have. And for those who want to know if Switch will get the patch too, yep, it's for every platform.
There are patch notes knocking around. If you go to the if you go to the forum or if you go to Discord, there are patch notes for the opt-in beta patch, and there are hundreds of changes in there, and too many to list, too many for me to remember. So I would say there is a 98.9% chance that yes, that has been addressed.
Yes, our patch notes are: we fixed stuff,
everything,
we changed stuff, and we balanced stuff. There we go. Yeah.
Actually,
our 3-point plan to success here.
Actually, fun fact: there is a character limit on PlayStation how long the patch notes can be, and we exceeded it.
No way.
So that's how big the patch notes are.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, Romero Games has been
Notes.
very busy over Christmas, except for me, I buggered off on holiday.
I was wondering why it was so quiet around here.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
some renovations. So this is a good point to talk about these new things, isn't it?
Yeah.
I might actually close my blind because I am getting blinded. One moment.
Okay, I will talk the talk while you walk the walk. So we have changed the rules to make the safe house rush a lot harder. Now, safe house is now hidden. You have to find them. We have apparently you're all swift traveling everywhere. So to make that a bit trickier, we've now said only to and from the safe house and taxi spots. And the final bit is we've also upgraded the security guards to make them a bit tougher, and thus the fight's a bit more interesting. So take it away, Kingpin.
So just on that guard note as well, so that is major factions. So that is not thugs, that is not minor factions. So the security upgrades for all of the rackets for major factions, so major factions are the boss factions, they have been improved and increased. Their attributes have gone up, and we've also introduced a new tier of racket guard as well, a 5th tier. So you will run into those new, much higher tier guards on racket upgrade levels 4 and 5. So as the game progresses, as the faction AI upgrades and improves their rackets, the fight is going to get much, much tougher.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let us grab Goldie Garno. What's the first thing I want to do? The first thing I want to do is I want to take over a thug racket for a little bit of change. Oh, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's take over a thug racket for a little bit of pocket change. So this is just to get some money going. I want to hire a gangster, and I want to run into a faction as soon as possible because I want to show off. We want to show off the fact that the safe house is hidden. Actually, before I do that, let's show off that. So if we do look at the world map, so before we used to see we used to be able to see where the other factions' safe houses were. We used to be able to look at the world map, and there used to be an icon, so you had an idea that over here was Angelo Jenna's safe house, over here was Dino Banyan, Capone might have been over here. Now, from the very get-go, they are all hidden. There is no, there's no way to know where they are. You can run around and meet them, and as you meet them, you then start a what's it called, Chris? You start a
Gathering clues, investigating.
Yeah. You start investigating the location for their safe house. So you slowly start uncovering from the time you meet a faction, you slowly start uncovering where their where that faction's safe house is. And if you attack them and take over the rackets, you will gain more intel, essentially, and find where that safe house is. So I'm going to just take over this thug racket quite quickly, get into combat, show off hopefully a little bit of the improved combat AI, and I can talk about that a little bit as well. Yeah. And then hopefully we'll meet a faction and I can jump into a faction war.
Yeah. But we got a question: will mod support be in a future patch? I don't have any dates to give you, but it's still the goal to give you mod support.
It is coming. It is in the pipeline. We do not have a date set for it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we'd hope to get mod support in, but obviously we have to do things like fix with swift travel and hide safe house and stuff like that, and also generally improve the combat AI. We hope.
So with the combat AI, the combat AI, thanks to Mr. Ian Dunbar, who has been working on the combat AI, has been greatly improved for all factions, for all, say, guards, thugs, police, all of the general characters that you will meet in the factions. So they are more likely to attack you now rather than moving. They are more likely to use actions and abilities. And they are just in general a lot better and a lot tougher to fight against. And they will box you in, and their personalities have improved as well. So you will see if they have, depending on their weapons and their weapon ranges, they will stick to their weapon ranges. So if somebody has a rifle, they are going to maintain that range, that far range. Sorry, I'm just going to take out these guys. They're going to maintain as far a range as possible to use that rifle to the best of their capabilities. So what you will see is the AI being a lot smarter in their movement, and this is for 1.03. So in 1.04, you will see more improvements on the combat AI. It's something that we're always going to be addressing and always going to be working on. So with for 1.03, it's really the general combat AI has improved significantly, and it's a lot tougher. Like we've been doing our own little internal playtests constantly. And the feedback from us is, I die a lot.
Yeah, so there's a question here from chat for you, Ian. Said, can enemies still heal their allies from across the room?
No, that's been fixed.
That's been fixed, that's confirmed. And if anyone's wondering who Ian Dunbar was, he was the one that cheated on the release stream and brought along the kitten. Which basically stole the show from the rest of us. There we are, working so hard to give you all the information you want, and Ian turns up with the kitten, and he just stole it.
So we can see like that guy, he was in the open, he moved to a position to flank me. So he's looking to flank me. He's not going to get the opportunity, he's going to kill me.
Okay. So for the bosses and gangsters, their AI will be improved as well in the future, right?
Yeah. So right now, all the bosses and all the AI bosses and all the AI gangsters that you meet, they are just using a default combat personality. For 1.04, our hope is to give all of the bosses and the gangsters personalities, so they will have unique, slightly unique combat AI personalities. And again, that's hopefully what we hope to achieve. It's not a guarantee, but it's what we're aiming for.
Now, we have actually made a little change to the AI, which apparently has turned into big things from our feedback, because it's actually turned out that we've told the AI we've changed the rules so you can no longer attack without a declaration of war.
I don't know if I want to attack Capone, but okay.
No. He's got a very good fur coat, though.
I'm going to. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, yeah, I'm going to take him out, but. But I don't know where he is, do I? I haven't met any Capones, so there's no guarantee that Capone is here.
That's true. So
okay,
Chris,
now let's find a racket.
Chris, can you tell us how this change has affected the gameplay? That when you attack someone, it's immediate war instead of stealing?
See, especially early in the game, where you have Fenris McGrath. We suggest go to Discord or forum for your issue, and then we can look and see if I can help you. So it used to be you could just attack rackets outside wars. You could just launch attacks on people and surprise them. We have changed that, so you now need a formal declaration of war to do that, so that the AI will just not stop, just won't just start sending random squads at you until you sign a non-aggression pact. And that has, certainly the feedback we got from fans is they're very, very pleased with it, or from our beta, and it certainly seems to have made the AI more focused, because we tell it not to attack all the time. Or it can't attack all the time. It becomes more focused as behavior. It appears to have actually had some real kick through on the general AI. So hopefully you're all going to be happy with that.
Okay. As soon as I find a faction racket, I will show it off.
Are you going to find Capone? Do you want to find Capone?
I was thinking about it. At this rate, I think I'm just going to go, there we go, found one. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
But still, the safe house is hidden, right? So we can't go straight for Capone. We need to make investigation and find where his safe house is.
That'll do. Don't mind me. I am not threatening. Yeah. I'm not in any way harmful whatsoever. Oh, actually, is there a car?
Wow, okay.
See safe house, or see rackets, faction rackets. It's wait ages for one, then two come along at once. Is that a police car? It is.
Perfection.
Yes.
That's exactly what I need.
Irony is not dead in this game.
I think I'm not getting involved with. Yeah, there's nobody else. Just making triple short. So if I go to attack, declare war on the Carrick Sharks. So this is what Chris was talking about. So if I now want to, there's no more sneaky taking over rackets without declaring war. You have to be in a war now. So it's a case of declare war on it. If you go to attack somebody through ambush or through an attack, you will now have to declare war on them if you want to do that. I'm not friends with either of these, so no.
No.
Although I'm just curious if I wanted to be friends with Capone.
This is what he wants.
He doesn't ask for much, does he?
Hey, he's a cheap date, Capone.
Jesus.
That's not that terrible, to be honest.
He wants the safe house, the brewery, and the hotel. Do you know what? Fine. Yep. Cool. As long as he actually does
$50 and 22 barrels.
Let's go to war.
Okay.
You made a terrible mistake.
He ran away. Oh, okay. You see? Smart.
Do you need justification first? No, you do not need any justification or causes bells or anything like that. This is gangster. We go full gangster here. You're you're a criminal here. You don't really obey the rules.
So another thing that has changed for 1.03 this is completely based on player feedback. So previously, body armor was completely destroyed when it was depleted. So if you took armor damage during a fight, it would destroy the item and it would be removed and lost forever. So player feedback was that was not the nicest thing in the whole wide world. People didn't like losing higher tier, rare, and epic armors when it was depleted, which is completely fair. So what we've done is now, and I'm emoting with my hands again, which I realize is a thing, but it's my thing. So what happens now is when armor is depleted, it will replenish similar to health. So if you are in a fight, and I have lost my focus, and if you are in a fight and you take armor damage, it'll strip the armor. So depending on how much armor damage you take, if it goes all the way to 0, it will go to 0, and then it will slowly regenerate over time as if the character was patching it back up themselves. So again, this is based on player feedback. So for 1.03, if you have strong opinions about how the new armor is implemented or how this how you'd like to see armor being treated as we go forward, jump onto the Discord, jump onto the Paradox forums, and give us your feedback. I will. I haven't been that active in the Discord for the last couple of weeks because I've been really busy. But coming forward in the next, especially for 1.04, I have a whole bunch of combat questions that I'm looking forward to asking people. So just as a kind of a heads up that there will be combat-specific questions coming up in the next couple of weeks. And one piece of feedback that I'm really looking forward, that I'll put out there now that I'm looking for, is I really want to hear people's feedback on handguns. So specifically, I want to hear people's feedback on how handguns operate in Empire Sin, and if they like them or dislike them, and how they feel about them.
And I was going to add in that my pet bug with body armor is still not yet fixed up. If you give Gibby body armor, he is still topless, and I personally hope that goes into priority to get fixed.
Oh, I am so higher on Gibby for that. Gibby has a skin condition, and listen, if he tries to put on a shirt, it chafes him, and he gets a terrible rat. He has to walk around shirtless. It's not his fault. Poor Gibby. I'm just for mocking poor Gibby and his ailment. I'm hiring Gibby, and he's going to be part of my crew. I was kind of hoping for this. So one of those super duper big ticket items that fans have requested, and we have listened and we have heard, and we are paying attention, is combat auto resolve. So combat auto resolve was not something that was kind of on our to-do list or as a massive priority, so that's changed.
It was on our list of things to do.
It was on our list of things, but it wasn't close to launch. So things have changed, and we are actively now working on combat auto resolve. So it's not in 1.03. So just to be super, super clear, there is no combat auto resolve in 1.03. But we have added a few points of pain relief for players. So this is one of them. So if you were running down the street, you get into a fight, you do not want to fight the fight, you can fight it or you can run away from it, and it'll give you a percentage chance of winning based on the characters that you have in your squad versus whomever you have triggered the fight with. So in this case, it's some of the racket guards from the card sharks that were on the front of this building. This will also pop up if you are another pain relief screen that will pop up is if a racket of yours is being attacked by another faction, you will then get another pop-up which is fight or surrender. So the option there, it'll display the chance of winning and who is attacking you and where they are attacking, and it is a case of you can either fight the fight or you can surrender the racket that is being attacked and just give it up if you don't want to go through the fight, if the fight is unfair or if you feel like it'll be drawn out. So these are a couple of little pain relief things that we have temporarily added in for 1.03 to try and make things a little bit better for players. But I do want players to know that we are now actively working on combat auto resolve. So 1.04 will more than likely have combat auto resolve in it, but again, it's not a minor addition. It is quite a big piece of tech to work on. So we are aiming for 1.04, but just keep expectations.
Expectation management is key here.
Yeah, very, very much so. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's been weapon balance. So I knew there was something else I wanted to talk about. So I've done a massive weapons balance pass on pretty much every weapon in the game has been touched in some way, shape, or form, mostly to reduce their effectiveness. The crit damage on a lot of weapons was just too high, and it was creating situations where you could, one-shot bosses and stuff. So a lot of that has been addressed. A lot of the weapons have been rebalanced. And going forward, that will probably be the last, well, I'm hoping it will be the last all-weapon balance pass that I do. From now on, I'm going to focus on smaller categories. So I'm probably going to focus on either one category per patch, or maybe 1 or 2 categories per patch, depending on how they go. So that's why I was feeling out handguns. It's probably going to be the next weapons pass that I do for 1.04. That is my hope, anyway.
Yeah, so Johnny Happy Feet's asking, do enemy factions attack rackets you own? They do indeed.
War. That's the other change, Chris.
Yes. And what's it? Ball Rillard was asking about Linux support. As far as I know, we don't have any at the moment. And how does defending those work? Well, it's basically, you got to, if people come into your rackets, kill them.
Chris rule, the golden rule
subtle.
of Empire.
Subtle, I like it. Yes. A shirtless execution? A shirtless execution, he says.
Oh.
It's all Gibby all the time.
That's what the fans want to see. Is this safe for work?
This is. It's Gibby fans from now on.
Oh!
So here we go. So the card sharks are attacking one of my rackets. I am not there to deal with it. Yeah. So I now am. This is a little bit of pain relief for the players. So I don't have to fight this fight. I can abandon the racket. So if I choose to abandon it, the racket will, obviously, I lose it, and the card sharks will take it over, or I can go and fight the fight. Now we can see that there is a 50% chance. This is based on the guards. This 57%, sorry, is based on the guards that are there. So the security, the level of the security of that racket, and their, equipment. It's taking into account their gear score as well. So how much time do we have left?
7 minutes.
Like 7 minutes.
No, I'm banning.
Are you bailing? Oh no.
Yeah.
Which brute?
Did I click fight?
Yes, you did.
Fight. Yeah. Sorry, that's my fault.
Fight.
Yeah, this one looks quite tough. You're outnumbered.
I'm outnumbered. I'm severely at a disadvantage here, and I'm probably going to be annihilated.
Unless your superior tactics,
Oh.
will fix the situation.
I do have a rifle guard, so that is actually pretty good. Although they have a rifle guard as well, that's why he moved.
Wow.
Yes. The producers are kind of giving some advice here, which is man up.
The best advice from the producer of the game you can get.
Do you see what I have to put up with on a daily basis?
How do you best? This is how you create art, though. So that's what Empire said. It's a canvas to see Ian's pain.
Yeah. The paint is my tears, and the brush is my sorrow.
Oh god, you should be a poet, Ian. Like
that's
emo poet.
A chat points out here. If you lose the brewery, you'll obviously you'll lose some expenses, so it'll help get some balance.
Oh, come off!
Oh.
What was that about? Oh, please, God, hit. Oh.
Nope. Oh god. Okay. Okay. There's still a
he's
chance.
out in the open. They're flanking him.
There's still a chance.
No.
Yes.
No.
I want to believe.
It's not the X-Files, Chris. Although if this is the X-Files, you're Scully.
All right. It was nice knowing you, Ian.
This is how I want to end the stream.
It's always the X-Files. Yes, that chat, you're right. It is always the X-Files.
Wow.
But the truth is
I know.
Okay,
come on, you can do it. Right-click the button.
Okay.
Yes.
Pretty close.
Finally.
Pretty close. Okay, reloading.
Yes, reload. Yes.
Okay,
Yes!
you got lucky here, but okay. Oh, okay. So last chance.
I can do it.
Okay.
Yes! Oh, 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Mano, mano.
Yeah.
1-on-1.
Or is it mano?
no.
No. Yes, no, it's
I'm out
mano.
of ammo. Freaking. Right, okay. Let's
Go
lure
on
him.
and punch him.
No, I'm gonna lure him.
Okay.
Come on, if you want me, come and get me.
Okay.
That's not where I wanted you to go. That's really
50.
not where I wanted you to go.
15%. You can't miss.
I think you find I can miss.
Okay.
Come on.
Let's see.
He's gonna saw, yeah.
Okay. We're getting closer.
No, I'm not doing that again. Come on.
The tension.
No! Where are you going?
All the tension.
If I don't take him out here, he will kill me.
Yeah.
20%. Oh, denied.
Okay.
Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, shit, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, let's end the stream now. You know, there's no shame in it. That's fine.
End the stream now. And due to some save issues, we won the fight when you start the next stream, yeah?
Yeah, this didn't happen, you know. You didn't see that, guys.
Yeah, you got no loot there. Ian.
Has the combat AI improved? Yes, it has improved. It is. Fights are now much tougher, and you will find them to be much tougher.
Yeah, I took out your brewery, which is very clever of them.
You will find that their movement is much better. It's not 100% perfect. There will always be tweaking that needs to be done, but it is significantly better than what it was. So yeah.
Yes, we can still hope to improve.
Cool.
We will always improve, Chris. We will grow, and we will become better.
Self-improvement is the mantra.
We should end every stream now with a good motivational message for the weekend. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Come join us.
Yes.
And
Give us your feedback.
Become one with us. Become one with the collective.
Thank you guys, and see you everyone.
Everybody.
Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye.
Bye.